All right, it looks like my first order of business is to scrape off all the old soap and scum and crud and like paint that I dripped on there from when I did the ceiling. Then I scrub it. You can really feel the difference after you scrape it with the razor. Look at that, gross. So I'm going to open up one of the kits. I'm going to go through the directions and I'm going to stop narrating. Right, instructions, right, some foam rollers, primer, bright white, which is modern bright white, which is what I want. I decided to use the Orbit sander as my abrasion method instead of Brillo and then the sandpaper. The sandpaper that comes in the kit, it's a 120 sandpaper, and I will go back and finish with the 120 sandpaper. On the Orbit sander, I have a 60 grit to start it off. Oh. I'm ready to graduate to the kit. So this is the Bathworks kit, and it comes with its own, it's just 120 paper. There is an etching powder. So there's an etching powder and there is a sandpaper. The idea was I didn't know if I should do the etching cleaner first or if I should do the high grit sandpaper first. All right, looks like the etching cleaner comes first. All right, this is the final scrubbing step. Waterproof sandpaper. Supposedly this one sheet is enough to get the whole thing done. Obviously, I'm getting tired. Whew, I'm fat, I'm out of shape, and even doing this for 30, 40 minutes is just, you know, oh man, rotator cuff. I think I'm ready to do the Tack Cloth. Wow, what a feeling. Okay, that is extremely sticky. Oh, Jesus, I should have used gloves. Oh, definitely. All right, you know what? Fuck it, I'll put gloves on. Yeah, one size fits all my ass. It is so sticky. Jesus Christ.
you go. There. I'll start the front work on the back.
All right, done. All the prep is done. It took all day, literally took all day. Okay, on to the next step. This is hard.
And it stinks. Holy God. It's small, but it's strong. Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus Christ. And, well, I know it's an epoxy, but...
All right, it's 45 minutes later. I just showered in the other shower. I'm supposed to peel the tape off now at the 45-minute mark. And I noticed the epoxy is running. It's leaving, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? It's leaving drip marks. No, I don't think it's going to level out. It's disgusting. It's like horrible looking. Paint came off the wall. Can you see that? Can you see that? It's leaving drip marks. probably the wrong size, isn't it? No, it doesn't fit. Oh, shit. Can I return this? I still have the receipt? God damn. I'm gonna have to go back to Lowe's and return this because it doesn't fit. It's the wrong one. It's my mistake, but I think they'll take it back. Those are all the way in, and I can put my fingers behind this thing. Something's wrong. Something is definitely wrong. Okay. So I have been back and forth to Lowe's about 4 times already, not exaggerating. And I bought parts for this that I had to replace each time. Ultimately, I went on Amazon and I found a flat plate for $20. And this fits. And it works great. Okay, so basically the way it works is these adapters convert the pull knob to a twist handle. And there's 2 of them, so you can choose if you want a full range of motion or a limited range of motion. Thing is, I don't know which one does what. All right, let's see if it works. Yeah, it works. It works great. Except it leaks. Okay, it's leaking and I can't figure out why. It seems to be coming from inside the cartridge. Okay, I just shut off the water to the house and I'm going to remove the cartridge and take it to Lowe's again. This is going to be the 5th time I'm driving to Lowe's for this one item right here. I'm getting sick of it. Got it. Oh, geez, look at that. Oh, and I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it looks like that spot right there has a problem. All right, I'm back. I'm back from Lowe's and I bought the replacement cartridge. And I forgot to buy a new retaining clip and I forgot to buy lubricant. You're supposed to lube this up. So I'm going to open the package and see if there's lubricant in there, or retaining clip. And I am not going back to Lowe's today. I am sick and tired of going back to Lowe's. Literally my 6th time at Lowe's to pick up this, to find this part, to get this. I've been here 6 times for this stuff, and I bet you anything when I go home and I go to install the faucet, I bet you anything there's going to be something else missing too. I bet you anything. I'm back from Lowe's for the 6th time, 6. And I got the part I needed. So, that's it. That's a whole one. That grease. It's basically lubricant. It's waterproof lubricant, silicone-based waterproof lubricant. I believe this is the hot side, this is the cold side. Gotcha. Perfect. So now the final test. Nice! Nice! You can probably see this pretty clearly. The epoxy that hardened into the new shower surface tore large chunks of the sheetrock out with it. And this is a highly visible area, so I can't just let it slide. All right, I'm gonna call the shower tub done. So I just tested it, it all works, everything seems fine. I have not caulked it yet, but I'll get to that after I do the tiles. So what do I think about this procedure now that I've been through it? What do I think about this refinishing? I'm very mixed about it, very, very mixed about it. On the one hand, I've got to say, you know, when I put my hand on it, when I touch this, it doesn't feel like a cheap piece of fiberglass anymore. It feels like a more high-end item. It feels like the kind of thing you'd find in a higher-end home than this home. The highest compliment I can pay a product, a refinishing product, is to say that it genuinely elevated the quality of the item that I'm refinishing. But there's a catch, and that's where I begin my negatives. It looks excellent visually. It looks excellent where it worked well, where it came out, where it worked properly. There are spots where you can see that it actually dripped. There's one. Can you see that? It's enamel, and I can touch it with my finger, and it's a drip mark. It's like it's like a cheap paint job is what it feels like. I've been thinking very strongly about refinishing this one more time. So I'm thinking when I'm doing the other bathroom, I'll redo this one. On that note, I'm going to say it gets a really bad strike, really, really bad strike. The other negative thing about applying it is that, oh my God, the fumes are so toxic. They're so toxic. I got a little bit of, I dripped a little bit of the epoxy on the floor, and I got a little bit of it on the bottom of my shoe. That night, the little bit of fumes that were coming off the drops on the bottom of my shoe had me wake up with a headache. So that's another negative. The application process is difficult and toxic. I'm disappointed because it's not an A+. It looks like an A+ until you get close, and then it looks like a D or even a D-. Right? This is the other thing I was unsure about, was replacing a pull knob with a turn knob. That looks substantially better than that little plastic dink with the asterisks in the middle. By and large, I'm relatively satisfied with it. Yeah, that'll do. That will do. So there you go.